The year is 1985. Neon lights paint Tokyo's Akihabara, the epicenter of a technological revolution. Sony Walkmans, Nintendo consoles, and bullet trains made Japan the world's tech oracle. The world looked to Tokyo for the future, and Japan delivered. Fast forward to today, July 3rd, 2025. The neon still glows, but now it feels nostalgic, not visionary. The global tech conversation has shifted to China, Shenzhen, Hangzhou, Beijing. While Japan perfected hardware, China built the digital platforms of the 21st century. Japan, once the future, is now trailing, by some estimates, 20 years behind China. The ghost in the machine is the memory of what was, haunting a present that can't keep up. This isn't just about gadgets or market share. It's a story of national identity and a slow-motion fall from grace. The Walkman is gone, replaced by streaming services from China and the US. Japan's legacy giants are respected, but increasingly irrelevant in a world moving at the speed of data. The question is no longer, what will Japan invent next, but can Japan catch up? Where are the global social platforms, the AI startups, the e-commerce giants? They're missing. This essay investigates that silence, how a nation synonymous with innovation fell behind. We'll journey from Japan's rigid boardrooms to China's frenetic startup hubs, to see how one giant fell asleep and another awoke. Japan's tech dominance began with hardware perfection. Sony, Panasonic, Toshiba, all masters of monozukuri, but their obsession with craftsmanship became a weakness as the world shifted to software and digital ecosystems. Japanese corporations, built like fortresses, were designed to defend, not disrupt. Inside, a culture of fear and risk aversion took hold. Failure was unacceptable. Consensus was king. While Apple killed the iPod for the iPhone, Japanese execs clung to CD players. Promotions favored seniority, not bold ideas. The nail that sticks up gets hammered down. Meanwhile, China, unburdened by legacy, leapt into the digital age, embracing software, mobile payments, and super apps. While Japan debated the next flip phone, China built WeChat and entire digital societies. Japan's giants still make world-class products, but they're no longer at the center of tech. They missed the boat on search, social, e-commerce, and now risk missing AI. The fortress that protected their legacy became a prison, isolating them from global innovation. China's companies moved fast and broke things. Japan's perfected, but stood still. The result? Japan's tech titans are now suppliers, not leaders. The world changed, and Japan didn't. China's rise was no accident. It was a national strategy. Beijing made AI, 5G, and electric vehicles top priorities, unleashing massive funding and policy support. Innovation wasn't just encouraged, it was commanded. The private sector responded with relentless competition. 996 work weeks, rapid product cycles, and fearless risk-taking. China's move fast and break things ethos produced results at a speed Japan couldn't match. China embraced globalization, sending students abroad and welcoming foreign talent. Special economic zones like Shenzhen became magnets for innovation. Chinese companies learned from Silicon Valley, then innovated beyond it. In contrast, Japan's bureaucracy stifled startups with red tape and outdated regulations. There's no unified digital strategy, just slow, incremental change. While China drafted blueprints for global tech dominance, Japan debated digital signatures. China played to win and is winning. Japan is still reading the rules. Japan is the world's oldest society, and its aging, shrinking population is innovation's greatest anchor. A smaller market and workforce make it hard for new ideas to scale. Leadership in Japanese tech firms is dominated by men from the analog era, managing a digital world they didn't grow up in. In China, tech leaders are digital natives in their 30s and 40s, driving bold change. Immigration could help Japan, but the country remains closed and bureaucratic, deterring foreign talent. China, meanwhile, aggressively recruits global talent and lures back overseas Chinese with funding and opportunity. The result? Japan's talent pool is aging and homogeneous. China's is young, large, and global. Innovation thrives on diversity and collision of ideas. Japan's insularity starves it of this fuel. China's vortex of talent accelerates its ascent. Demographics are destiny. Japan faces stagnation, China explosive growth. It's a silent crisis, a demographic time bomb crippling Japan's competitiveness. Without young talent and openness, Japan's tech sector can't keep up. The future belongs to the young and the bold. Startups are a nation's future. And here, Japan and China couldn't be more different. Japan is a startup wasteland, where risk-taking is discouraged and failure is stigmatized. Venture capital is scarce and cautious. Few Japanese startups reach unicorn status. China, by contrast, is a unicorn factory. Hundreds of billion-dollar startups, a massive domestic market, and deep venture capital pools. The government supports entrepreneurship with incubators, tech parks, and pro-startup policies. Failure is a badge of honor, fueling a cycle of innovation and reinvestment. In Japan, young talent dreams of corporate careers, not building the next tech giant. Without new challenges, Japan's legacy giants face little pressure to innovate. China's giants, always threatened by nimble startups, must evolve or die. Japan's corporate landscape is a placid lake. China's is a churning ocean. In the 21st century, it's the ocean that breeds the world's biggest monsters. The lack of a vibrant startup scene leaves Japan's tech sector stagnant. China's relentless startup energy keeps its tech ecosystem dynamic and globally competitive. The difference is stark and decisive. Japan's robots are marvels, humanoid, elegant, and often built for show. But many are solutions in search of a problem, rarely finding real-world application. China's robots are practical, assembling phones, welding cars, moving packages. The revolution is on factory floors, not in showrooms. China's focus productivity, scale, and global manufacturing dominance. Japan pursues technological artistry. China pursues relentless pragmatism. While Japan perfects bipedal robots, China deploys thousands of simple machines that transform industries. In robotics, good enough at scale beats perfect in a lab. The same story plays out with drones. Japan has the tech, but regulation stifles use. China's DJI dominates the global drone market, writing the rules and building the ecosystem. Japan is left a spectator in markets it could have led. The lesson capability isn't enough. Vision, pragmatism, and regulatory agility matter more. Japan's perfectionism keeps it on the sidelines. China's pragmatism wins the game. Japan clings to its image as a tech leader, mistaking niche excellence for systemic strength. Nostalgia for the 1980s breeds complacency, blinding the nation to its decline. The education system, built for factory workers, stifles creativity and risk-taking. While China pushes coding and critical thinking, Japan's curriculum remains stuck in the past. Without reform, Japan's economy and influence will keep fading. The danger isn't just falling behind China, it's becoming irrelevant. Without a vibrant tech sector, Japan risks becoming a living museum, admired for its past, not its future. Radical change is needed. Embrace risk, dismantle hierarchies, open up to the world. Celebrate entrepreneurs, reform education, and confront demographic reality with bold immigration. The hour is late. The echoes of the 1980s are fading. Japan stands at a crossroads. Radical change or a quiet fade into twilight. The choice is urgent and the world is watching. Will Japan awaken or become a footnote in the story of global innovation? The future is being written elsewhere. Japan must decide if it wants a pen in hand